Hello. This week in Critical Criminology, we're going to be looking specifically at what are called moral panics. The moral panic literature in criminology wants to claim that how our criminal justice system works is often built upon these sort of sudden fears and this reaction to things that are often unreal. Moral panic literature has had a huge influence, particularly on discussions of drugs. How is it that drugs become illegal, certain drugs over time? Marijuana became illegal, not so much because of things that marijuana actually did, but because there was this sudden moral panic that people were smoking pot and then murdering a family of five. This sort of like reefer madness story that happened as a result of particularly publications in William Hearst's newspaper. We see very similar patterns in the articles that we're reading, whether we're talking about, sudden actions against a religious cult or sudden sort of witch hunting for homosexuals. What we see is that all of a sudden there will be this popular perception that there's this huge conspiratorial thing going on, and then the government will essentially act upon it, right? Essentially policing will occur. Another way to put it is the moral panic literature wants to question whether policing has more to do with fears than actual crimes that are being committed. That crimes being committed are generally always being committed, but then we select certain things that we become obsessed over, and we often punish extremely harshly, harsher than it deserves often. Life sentence for sodomy, things like that. So essentially, it's a long history within sociology. One of the early figures in the moral panics was someone named K.T. Erikson. K.T. Erikson makes the basic argument that police will find as much crime as they basically the amount of policing apparatus, whether we're talking about police or judges, courtrooms, prisons. These things will determine the amount of criminality we find, and often the criminality that we do find happen through this sort of like sudden fear. K.T. Erikson wrote a book called Wayward Puritans that was essentially a study of policing in the court system in the early Americas, and how witchcraft hunts as well as persecution of the Quakers and things like that actually tied into it. So we have two articles. We'll have two different discussion boards for those. We have you post to both of them. Post your comments first and then your two reactions. I am going to provide you with with an actual assignment for that too. That'll appear tomorrow. So I'm going to put that up for all of my classes. So until then, make sure you read both articles closely and get prepared to present this week, or to post onto the discussion board this week. Hope that your social distancing isolation is treating you well, and I'll talk to you soon. There'll be another video posted next Monday. Thank you and have a great day. Bye.